you saw what I did.
Did you just smack the mic? Tits. Tits. Tits of the house.
Tits.
You were a little late.
I missed it, and then I was like, oh no, should we do it again, or should I sing? I don't know what to do.
Well, we're getting a late start. Late on life.
Late on the day. You know, what's really funny is that I'm always messing up the program. If I'm not spilling water on myself, I'm not clapping, I'm not doing this, I'm doing something wrong all the time.
That is life. That is just the way it goes.
Is it just my life, or is it everybody's?
I think it's everybody. I think that the world is just chaos, and you're not living if you're not a wreck.
Good, because I am a wreck and a half. And I took Steve's old car, and I realized, I don't know if I can keep this car. I need a car that steers for me.
Well, you become accustomed to a certain lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I think when you go back to an old car, it feels extra gross.
Yeah. It's like, well, he's like, so what do you want to do? Put the self-driving kit in it? No, I don't need it to drive. I just need it to steer while I'm putting on my mascara, because the last thing I need.
I'm going to blow your mind. What if you put the mascara on before you left the house?
Oh my gosh. That's a great idea. Could you ask Mother Nature to add an extra hour to the day?
I can do that. Yes, I can.
Listen, you little bitch. No.
Or you could do it while you're parked.
Yeah. I usually do. I do it at the red light.
Instead of on the freeway, steering, trying to kill us all.
You know what the truth is? Can I be honest with you? I blindly put makeup on. I don't even look in the mirror. I don't need to. But that's why I have see how my lip liner is always all over my lips?
That's why it looks so terrible.
Yeah. That's why I look crazy.
I've seen you put makeup on, and you're very quick about it. So I feel like there is a muscle memory, and you can just kind of do it without.
It's a muscle memory. Yeah, I just drive and I just look at traffic and I just do this to my eyelashes for minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes and minutes. So that's about what's going on with me. This is girl life.
And are you scrolling? Are we scrolling while we're doing this too?
No, if I check out my phone at all, I'm definitely letting the car drive for me.
Okay.
But I don't really try not to check my phone while I'm in the car, because it is really annoying to be behind someone that's like checking their Instagram or their phone and then stopped at the green. There's traffic.
Yeah.
Like, just me trying to get here.
My favorite move is when I'm waiting for a parking space and someone's in their car. I'm like, what are they doing? What is taking so? And they're on their phone.
Answering emails.
Oh, I don't know what they're doing. I like to think that they, I make up a story that they have like a medical condition. They have to check if the cancer came back or not. Like, try to find some empathy for them. Make up a story that I can be like, oh, that poor guy. But, they're probably looking at porn. I don't know.
Yeah, they're probably looking at, something. They're probably either looking at porn or they're DMing someone on a dating app.
Yeah.
Checking their dating app.
I don't know. But I'm also one of those people constantly on my phone. It's very addicting.
It's just, what else would you be doing anyway? Really?
I don't know, like raising my kids.
They're at school. What are you going to do when they're at school if you didn't
What could I possibly do besides Instagram if I'm not? But I do want to talk about social media. That is a subject that I think we need to talk about, because we make videos for the internet, and for fun and for free. People have a lot of comments. People like to comment. I am the kind of person that I don't think things like get to me. Like, things don't bother me that bother most people because of my childhood. Like, I sort of thrive in chaos and in, like, nothing you say to me is going to be worse than the shit my mom said to me. Okay. So I I felt like this stuff is not going to get to me. But I've started to notice that just the idea of like, some of the comments are so, first of all, not about me. Like, I understand that anyone leaving a mean comment is commenting because that's about them. It's like their issue. But
yeah,
the fact that there are people out there in the world whose knee-jerk reaction is to leave that kind of comment, just to be reminded of that every day is so disheartening. And it's like, I don't need to be doing this. I don't need to expose myself to this kind of hate.
Well, okay, so there's like videos that trigger people, and sex videos always trigger people. And there are people that do videos to specifically get that hate to grow their following.
I understand
to get millions and millions of views. But I do think that there's something, this is why it's a hard thing for kids to be on social media, because we say things.
Are you calling me a kid?
No, it's a hard thing for kids to be just
kids,
in general.
My kids are not going to be allowed to have phones until they're like 18.
Yeah, because, well, the thing is like, I kind of like sort of agree with that, because it's like, you know, it's enough to put a kid in a hospital. Like, it's too much. And it's like, but there are triggering things, but people get triggered by so many things now. And it's like, I think because we have this like male toxicity and toxic male this and toxic male that, and males are now starting to say, well, females get away with so much. And do we? I don't know. Yeah, we do get away with more than males. We do. But there's that thing of like,
what do you mean get away with more than males?
Saying like some of the comments on our videos, we're wives. Like, we have this video, we're wives. Go to Instagram and see it. And we say things like, we're wives. I might ask my husband to fuck me from behind so he can finish fast because I'm tired, or whatever it is.
And that sends men into a spiral.
Yes. But we're still fucking you. So why are you so upset?
I think that what it is, if I may play a therapist, is men who are leaving comments, hateful comments, they don't like to see a woman happy, empowered, confident, saying what she wants. They don't like that.
Or do they feel like they're like in this, like, because, you know, I sent you that pastor, that clip of like that pastor being like, and all these like religious men being like, women, you need to get your ass back home, take care of your man, treat him like a king. That's what the Bible says, this and that. And there are all these like men speaking out about this and bashing women's videos. And some men that comment those things, like, remember the comment we got, this is like, you know, I believe in God and women are supposed to bow down to men and this and that. So maybe us being vocal, like, I don't think my husband has any problem being like, hey, will you fuck me from behind because I'm really tired today? At least he's getting laid. Like, he's like, yeah, okay.
Betsy's like, that was a nice video. I thought that was a nice joke.
Yeah, I thought that was a really nice thing. Like, I'm still giving to my husband. Like, take this and appreciate it.
But we don't know which take out of that video made someone leave a mean comment. But there are a lot of them. And I just can't believe that there are so many people whose knee-jerk reaction. I have another video that gets a lot of hateful comments where I say, come with me to see if I'm going to fuck my husband tonight or not. And then I open up the trash and it's full, and then I close it and I'm like, not tonight. That video, people have said that I should get raped. People have said he's fucking your best friend. People have said, like, you know, I'm ugly. Like, it just is so triggering.
It is, and it's so hard not to comment back. It really is.
I would say it's impossible not to comment back. Thank you, Trina.
It is, yeah. I definitely comment back.
And people will say, this isn't funny. This isn't funny. Well, okay then.
Don't laugh.
Then don't. Okay.
We do comedy. How many times are you in a room with a comic and you're like, this isn't funny? Who cares if it's not funny to you? Scroll up.
Right. And I think that's what's also like. It's like people will say like, you should try, you should it shouldn't be transactional. Like, are you a prostitute? It's like, I'm sorry, this is just a video for the internet. Like, this is a joke. And what kind of video would it be if I...
And who gives a shit if we were a prostitute? How do you know what a prostitute is? Are you the one hiring them?
Right?
Who gives a shit? I just
These
laugh
people
at
never
it.
have any followers.
Yeah.
They're always like 0 posts, or if they do have, like, if they're a real person, it's like they're like, there's some Bible verse on their page. Like, I just can't. I can't.
What about the guy? I commented back. I'm sure I got reported for it. The one guy who was like talking about God and God this and God that. And I was like, oh, well, you are saying some really hateful things and being judgmental. And I don't know if God would like that.
Right? Like, I don't know what's out there, but if I were going to pretend to be a good person, I wouldn't be leaving hateful comments on strangers' videos on the internet, especially comedy ones. Like, just move on. Move on.
I wish I had time to sit and like I'm struggling to leave a comment on my friends' videos right now.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, I want to reply to the people I know and the people that do think it's funny. Like, I want to know what's funny and tell me if you like it. If you don't, you can, I mean, I guess you can say like, this isn't funny, but I just would never take the time to tell someone that's not funny.
Just so you know, a lot of men are loving We're Wives because they're saying their wives do the same thing.
I think that if you have a sense of humor, you're going to find something in this video funny.
And I think that, like, look, it's so interesting. I feel like it's non-married men that are women haters.
Or married men who are like, I cannot stand the idea that my wife would do something like this.
Every wife should be watching their husband. I don't know what you're talking about. We should be threatening you. You have a bad record. Maybe you're not bad, but as a whole, there's a track record that and half of you were saying in the comments, like, this is why I cheat. This is why your husband should
this is
cheat.
why men go overseas.
Yeah, and this the people like, this is why we bring wives in. I'm thinking, these poor Asian women that you're saying you're bringing in to marry. I feel sorry for them. What do you
I feel sorry for them too.
I'm worried about them.
I also think, like, so on this trash video that I mentioned, people are saying like, he should divorce you. People are saying that was predetermined. Like, no shit. This is a video that I made. Like, yes. But lots of projection about not wanting to be fucked. And it's like, oh, no one wants to fuck you. That's so sad.
But the truth is, like, let's just be real. Every guy knows women would not marry you if they didn't want to fuck you. Sorry. And some nights men don't even want to fuck their wives. Sorry. Like, it's true.
Here's the comment on the trash one. Well, I'm sure you're sleeping with 10 or 15 other guys anyway, so he probably is better off. Who hurt you?
My question is, do you think this vagina has time for 10 penises to enter? And first of all,
I mean,
like, who had 10 or 15 men? That's a lot of sex.
I mean, I don't know what happened to this person, but clearly he's been burned and she was with a train.
Yeah. She was a porn star probably, because that's the only person I know that could take 15 dicks. I'm sorry. Not me. Can't handle that.
Not interested. I just wanted the trash taken out, you guys, and made a dumb video about it. I think it's funny. A lot of people think it's funny, even though there's comments that say not funny.
You know, who gives a shit? I make stupid videos all the time. And, you know, people leave nasty comments. Some people leave nice comments. But the truth is,
But we like your comments, so keep them coming. But we will talk shit about you if you
Yeah, insecure men that
Call
are
us
married
prostitutes.
love our video. They're dying laughing. They're like, I showed it to my wife, and this is so freaking funny. I'm living for this. We've gotten so many followers, so much from it. And it's like, but it is one of those things where you have to learn to separate the bad from the good, because it's like doing stand-up. You walk into a room, and not everyone's
But
gonna
no
love
one's
you.
going to scream you're a prostitute at a stand-up show.
They might
You're a
heckle you.
prostitute. I feel like no one would say... And here's the thing. I don't think any of these people are like bad people. I just think that they are triggered and they have this like punch reaction because they hate women.
Yeah, I think so too.
But like, I think that's our culture, right? Like, it's okay. They have no problem being like, he should divorce you. You're a whore, whatever, because they think that's normal to think that way and to write that.
Well, no, because they're hidden and they're not going to get busted for writing it.
Well, that's the other thing. It's like some of them aren't hidden. Like if I wanted to,
we're gonna find,
I had like one comment by someone who like lives in Santa Monica, which is very close to here. And it's like, I can see where you work and you just left a very nasty, like I could go make a shitty Yelp review for your business. Like, it's just stupid. It's stupid.
Well, I know somebody who did that. I'm not going to say any names, but she found someone, and that person's family owned a business and emailed the family all the comments that their son left on her social media.
How old was the son?
An adult, and she emailed his girlfriend. But it was really bad stuff.
Well, them's the breaks. Don't leave nasty comments in a public setting.
You have to be careful.
This is a public setting.
Yeah. I think people are being so dumb and careless. You better be careful. You could lose your job. You could be committed for some of the stuff you're saying. If somebody tracked down someone that said you need to get raped, that's a police report. That's like a serious threat. Like, it's great. People are insane.
I mean, I don't think they really, like, I'm not taking it seriously, but
you don't know,
if I
though.
were a little bit crazier, I could have some real fun.
You want to hear how crazy I am and that I think that everything's serious and how paranoid I am? You can't find me and you can't find where I live. You never will find it.
Is that a challenge?
No,
for our
that's
viewers?
the truth. That's the truth, because that's how crazy that I think that people are, that I have my name on nothing.
Yeah.
Because I literally think that people are off the cuff crazy today. Did you see, let's talk about a little bit of crime. Little crime.
Okay.
Okay.
What did you do?
I didn't do
What
anything.
did you do?
I did nothing. No, but like LA is so getting bad again. You guys, there's a guy, this is not even funny, this is serious, that went around hitting women with a hammer and raping them. They're in ICU in the Venice canals. The canals. These are $5 to $8 million homes.
He wants that expensive pussy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just am never going to leave my house. That's
No.
terrifying.
No.
Where are you reading this?
No, it's all over the news right now because
You're
they
not
interviewed
watching
one of
the
the women.
news.
No, my
Is this
mom
on
does.
TikTok?
This is
it's your mom.
Yes, and you know I watch news on the TikTok. My mom has the news on all day. Betsy.
I think that should be a rule. No more news.
Hillary, I would want to invite you over. Please, would you like to come over one day this week and tell my mom she can't watch?
She can watch soap operas. She can watch all the streaming shows she wants. I just feel like the news is a downer.
The news is enough to put you in the hospital, and Sophia is freaking out, my sister, about the news. And let me just tell you, me and Steve were walking to dinner last night, and two homeless, like, crackhead, I don't know what they were on, but one pushed the other one almost into Steve, and he's like, screw. I was like, and Sophia's like, you're walking, and I just told you about these women. And She could hear
Oh
it
my
though.
God.
LA's crazy right now, but it's not as bad as it was during the pandemic.
I don't know. I feel like there's suddenly security guards at every store. There's
Yeah.
all of these like smash and grab things. I constantly am seeing windows boarded up, glass doors with like plywood.
Here's a question. If you're in Nordstrom's and a smash and grab happens,
What am I taking?
yeah. Are you?
No. I think I would
Okay.
I would maybe film it and get some good content, but I think I would like freeze. I think I would freak out and just
Really?
be like,
Okay, another question. If you're in Nordstrom's and there's a smash and grab and you run out and while you're running, you're halfway to the parking lot and somebody drops a Louis Vuitton. What are you doing?
oh my God, I think if it were a Louis, I would leave it. If it were Chanel, I'd have to take it. I'm not going to jail for Louis, but maybe for Chanel.
Okay. All right. Well, you have standards. There you go. There's that expensive pussy she was talking about.
God. And then I'd have to put a hammer in it and carry that around in case
Somebody
someone
wants
came for me and the bag.
Yeah, exactly. I know. It's so true. It's like everybody. It's so funny because you live in LA and like it's just like a thing. Like you have all these friends who are like, well, but it takes too much time to screw off my Cartier bracelets. Like I have friends with like 5 Cartier
Don't worry,
bracelets.
they'll just chop your hand off.
And I'm like, please, like, do not come to my neighborhood. If you want to have lunch, please take off those Cartier, please.
It's not like you live in a bad neighborhood.
No, but it doesn't matter. Nobody wants to rob I lived in Compton. Nobody's trying to rob you in Compton. They're robbing the neighborhoods that are good. They're coming here.
I know, they are. I mean, I remember for a while seeing people in Beverly Hills get bags, watches, whatever taken like in broad daylight.
Yeah. I mean, what are you going to, that's where the stuff is. But I really don't want to go to lunch with people. I've told people, like, I would love you to come to my neighborhood. Like, you can show you around and
Betsy's
we can walk.
acting like she lives in Crime Central because she doesn't want to have lunch with you.
No, I don't want to have lunch with you when you're locked up in Cartier to your elbow. I don't. Like, I feel like our expensive stuff too, if like some of it nobody would know is expensive.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're not flashy.
Right.
Well, you're a little flashy sometimes. with,
You're
like,
way more flashy than me.
maybe more expensive, but I mean, like, literally, like, you wear so many sequins, you
That's
look
true.
like
That's true.
an expensive disco ball.
That's great. Listen, I'm gonna take that as a huge compliment.
You should, yeah. Who doesn't love a disco ball?
Who doesn't love a disco
They're
ball?
fun.
Yeah, they make the party happen.
Betsy is a human disco ball.
Let me just tell you.
But don't rob her, because it's not worth it.
Don't rob me. It's not worth it. Nothing I have is ever worth you robbing. It's all vegan.
Yeah.
There's no leather involved.
No.
There's no, yeah. I don't even wear a wedding ring. Like, I haven't worn my wedding ring since I got it. I wear it every once in a blue moon.
Yeah, same.
I'm going on a vacation to Spain. And apparently, really, for real, in Spain, they have chopped off arms for Cartier bracelets. For real.
Where do you go to get that information?
So
Because that was not on the news. That your
no,
mom
it
is
was not
watching.
on the news. Some of my mom friends told me that I have Cartiers.
You're not like going on trip to Spain, hand chopped off?
Well, there's a lot of places you used to never supposed to travel with jewelry. But if you go to like Capri, then you should wear all of your jewelry because everybody just wants to look rich there. You should literally.
Well, why don't you go to Capri instead of Spain?
You know, is it ever my choice? I'm married. My husband, we've been to Capri so much, Hillary. We've been to Capri so much. I
Aren't
think
you
we
just so
should
sick of
Spain.
Capri? Ugh.
Capri.
So why Spain?
Because all of a sudden Steve wants to see Spain and I want to go do French. So I'm compromising. I'm doing French. He's climbing in the Dolomites. Is that what you call it?
That's
And
what
then-
you said he was doing, and
Yeah.
that he said you should go with him. But is that anywhere near Scotland?
No, it's not. So I have to get my
So
own
Fringe is a
flight.
festival for performing arts. A lot of comedians do Fringe and put up their new material, something they're working on, their 1-hour shows. And this is a dream of Betsy's that her husband's trying to ruin.
He's making it happen, but trying to run. He's like, okay, you don't have your Airbnb locked down. You don't have a hotel. Do you want a hotel? What do you want? Okay, well, looks like you might be going with me. Yay, you're going to love it there. It's a night. I'm like, I'm not going. You know, if you're married, there's one thing you should know about marriage. Men love nothing more than a woman sitting around waiting for them. Am I wrong?
I could not agree more. I have this feeling like sometimes I will hear Nick talk on the phone and I'm like, how many seconds after he hangs up is he gonna be like, Hillary? Like, I'm just supposed to be like available to pick up whatever conversation he wants to have.
Yeah. You know what just hit me? That's why the TV show Genie was so popular. Because no matter where
Dream of
he
Jeannie.
went, yes, I Dream of Genie. She was sitting in a bottle waiting to pop out for him. Every man's dream.
With her tits out and
Yeah.
a flat tummy. Mhm.
Yeah. Steve's like, oh, there's my wife locked up in the hotel. She's waiting on me. Is my wife going to be okay? She's waiting
But
on
you
me.
always have been, right? So
Yeah.
it's kind of our fault too that we've conditioned them, you know, not just us, but the royal you.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know?
like a dog sitting there in the hotel. Where's my husband?
You're in there writing, you're doing what you want to do.
I'm working,
so,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I don't know how far away the Dolomites are from Edinburgh Fringe Festival, but
It's far because it's in Italy. But hopefully you come to Fringe with me. I need to know, though. I have to give you the dates. Please DM us on this podcast. Please let us know if you would like to see me and Hillary at Fringe, maybe doing our podcast somewhere.
let us know.
And-
Also, let me know if you can babysit for me, because Betsy thinks I should just bring my kids.
Let us know if you think we should bring the kids.
I'm
think it
afraid
would
to
be
bring
fun.
them for pizza around the corner, and she wants me to bring them to Scotland. So
Listen, for me, it would be absolutely the best experience ever to travel with 2 kids. I don't care. I know kids get fussy. They're fun to be around. We would have a blast with them. Well, I think Hillary should come meet me. I think she should bring
where are
the
they
girls.
going to be when you're on stage?
Hillary, we can take them. We can take them to. We don't have to have. We're not going to be out all night drinking.
But on stage, when you're physically on stage, where are the children?
Well, we'll with you, and then when you go on stage, they'll be with me. Yeah.
I mean,
We'll
I
have
need
to book
you
the
and
same-
your loud laugh in the audience.
I'll be in the background. You'll hear me from the front. Don't worry.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We shall see.
It's
Listen,
right around the corner.
I bet there are babysitters in Scotland.
I think the babysitters would. I think I'd leave them here. I would leave them here.
I think it would be so fun to take them. What an
You
experience.
know what though? It's while the school year is happening. I saw your dates,
Oh.
and
They have to go to school.
well, one has to go to school. The other, I prefer she be in school.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be illegal if we took her.
It would be fun. It would be fun to take the oldest one because she could just
One day.
Yeah.
But I
like on a
can't pull her out of
girls'
school.
trip, that would be so fun.
Let's try somewhere more local, and let's have you spend some time with her before you decide that this is a good idea.
Please. I'll bring some lollipops. We'll have a party. It'll just be a ball. DM, let us know if Hillary should
Jolly's
come
gonna
to
love it.
French.
She's gonna be like, "There's lollipops for breakfast. I don't need food," and then she's gonna turn into a gremlin and be like screaming and crying.
Dolly, calm down. Do you want some cotton candy? Let's make this all better.
You know what? Why don't you take her? Take her to Fringe. Let me know how it goes. I'll be here. I'll be here.
She'll be so tired from running around with me. She'll be like sleeping over my shoulder.
I do not think you know this child.
Well, we shall see. To be continued.
To be continued. Back to men thinking that we are just waiting for them at all times. I think that this is the year that both you and I have kind of set some boundaries on what we want to do. And I think that that's so hard for women, especially when you don't really know what you want to do exactly.
Yeah.
And I think you just kind of have to try stuff. And that's scary because then you might fail.
Yeah. And then it looks like, I think it's just hard in general for women to set boundaries. I think in marriage, it's hard for women to set boundaries because it's like, there's also this like, and I always say this to my friend, there's like this caretaking thing that's like a natural thing inside of you.
It does not feel natural to me. I do it. No one took care of me.
It just feels so natural though. Yeah. I mean,
I will say it's like autopilot at this point. So it's natural in that way. But
if somebody needs something in the house, who's the first one to get up and get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's like a survival instinct or something. I think it is.
Yeah.
Because you can't help it. You're like, oh, my water's empty. Even me, when I'm here, I'm like, you're like, what do you want? Water, soda water? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? That's just an instinct in a woman. Somebody needs something and I've got to do it.
Being a good hostess.
Kind of, but it's an instinct. I mean, I don't see Steve running around. Oh my God, your water's empty, honey. Let me get it. Steve's like in the middle of eating. I'm feeding dogs. I'm feeding my mom. I'm feeding Steve. And I'm like, I would like to eat at some point, but this one needs a napkin.
Yeah, over the sink by yourself.
What else do you need, honey? It's like, so it's hard for women to set boundaries because they're constantly needed. They're used to it and they're on autopilot to just do it. So we're setting boundaries in our life, our marriage, and no one likes it. It's uncomfortable for us and it's uncomfortable for them. It's true. It just is. That's the truth.
It is like, I have this fear of, and it's not like a logical fear, but I hope women can relate to this who have kids. I feel like, okay, I had these kids and I'm like, there'll be a point where I can get back to what I wanted to do before. And like, the truth is that point doesn't exist because they always need stuff. If they get sick, it's me who has to go get them. If there's a doctor's appointment, if there's a dentist appointment, if there's a field trip, if there's a holiday, and there's just so much caretaking that needs to be done that if I don't carve out time for the things that I want to do that are important to me, like life can just pass you by.
Life is every second passing you by. But at the end of the day, people always look at time. I always have the saying, like, time is flying by, but then all you have is time till the day you die. So it's not like anything's that urgent, but at the same time, because time is flying, it's urgent. It's such a weird thing, the concept of time.
Yeah.
But the truth is, your kids are going to grow up. They're going to leave and get their own life.
Right, which is why I need to do things on my own, have my own life, my own interests, my own friends, my own hobbies.
Or what do you do when they're gone? Because when they turn 14, I don't know how much they're going to want to hang out.
14? Betsy's like, I left my house when I was 14.
Well, the truth is that my mom worked all the time. I was always alone. I mean, we were a pack of kids that were alone. You know, my dad left, my mom worked all the time. We were alone and we got social lives when we were 14. We were not hanging out with my mom.
No.
We were not.
I don't think maybe a few 14-year-olds are, but they're not hanging out with their moms.
I mean, some are, but yeah, no, they have friends, and then you're taking the friends on vacations because they want to have their own social life, and you understand that because you did too. So it's like, there is this thing with being a mom, and it's part of it. Like, I'm not, because to me, I'm so traumatized. I don't think that I can handle it. But I think
Same. So traumatized. You guys, I can't do it. Please help me.
I think all women struggle with being a mom. It's just one big struggle. But I do think that when I see people have their own life, I think it's almost too better for the kids because they don't feel that dependency of the parent needing them and wanting to be on them so bad. I think there's kids, like my mom wants to be on me. It's all she's ever wanted.
Dolly had this like open house thing at her school, and she had this poster, and she'd asked me a few questions, and I was like, what is this for? And it was for this poster, and one of the things was like, my mom has a video with over 1,000 views. And I was like, oh, it's 1 million, but oh, sweetheart, like, she was so proud, and like, she's like, my mom does comedy, and it's like I have to do it to be an example.
Yeah.
Which is another exhausting thing. I feel like Taylor Swift. I'm like, these kids look up to me.
But it's true, though. I mean, it's true. It's like, also, like, what's going to make you happy and fill your cup? Because if it's not, and then you're just angry. But doing the things that you love to do, that's why the comments hurt so bad. Because you're enjoying it, you love it, and you want to make people laugh, and people are being hateful and mean. And it all comes back around to like a knife in the heart. But I wanted to make you laugh, but I was making a joke. And it's like...
But not... Like, I don't need to make everyone laugh.
Yeah.
But to get so many, like, just heinous comments, it's like, it just feels like a gross place to be. Like, I have a wonderful life. I have friends, and I have my health, and I don't need to have some loser who doesn't have a good life making me feel any kind of way.
But that's why he doesn't have a good life.
I know that. So, like, I try to have empathy.
No, but I don't think you should. I think that if he learned...
I wish I could just see the comments of people that like, you can see, like, people that follow you. Also, like, why are you following me if you're going to leave, like, these awful comments?
So
like,
they can come
off.
back. They want to come back. They want to keep coming back so they can keep being awful.
I block people like that now. I used to not, and now I'm just like, oh, block.
Yeah. Yeah, because they just want to keep...
You can say something's not funny, by the way. You don't get blocked for that. It's like, don't tell me to get raped. The bar is real low, guys.
That's crazy. That's insane to tell someone to get raped.
Or ugly.
Sorry.
I will block you. I already have my mom's voice in my head telling me, so I don't need you to remind me.
Oh my God, this is crazy. People, I don't even care if people tell me I'm ugly. I'm like, okay, whatever. Your tits are saggy.
Do you ever click on their pictures? The people that say stuff like this are always the least attractive people you've ever seen.
Yeah, because they're the people that don't want to work out or go to the gym, like me too. I don't either, but I do it. I do.
We both do. We do it.
Sometimes I take 3-month breaks off of it.
I'm like, I take a break to get a snack or something. Betsy's like, I take 3 months to rescue dogs.
Yeah, take 3 months, and I go, I hate it. And I get why they don't. Get why they hate it, and then they don't want to take care of it. I don't want to put lotion on my face at night either. I don't, but I do. Okay?
Right.
I'm just saying these people are miserable, angry people. They don't want to do it. They don't want to take care of themselves. They don't care about if they want to look their best, but they're going to target you because you are, and they're angry at you for it. So it doesn't matter. They don't have friends because of this negativity that they bring to the table.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hang out.
There is this part of me that just feels like that's not even who they are. Like, those mean comments aren't who... Maybe some people are just truly awful, like incels, but I feel like most people are just like having a bad day and like wish they could have a girlfriend or a wife, and they can't, so they're gonna like lash out.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably true. I mean, it's probably true. Or, there's a lot of things going on. There are people that are so insecure about having a small penis. They really don't need to be.
Betsy's like, they all have small dicks.
But it's so true. Men are so insecure about their penis size. I've never seen anything like it. You just don't need to be. You don't need to be.
Maybe that's when I'm going to start responding. You don't need to be insecure about your penis size.
I tell people, why are you insecure? I guarantee you could still make a girl come. Calm down.
Not all of them.
All of them. Do they have a tongue? Now, if their tongue's cut off, they have no fingers, and the penis is small, then go buy a vibrator.
There are ways. There are ways. But I think no one wants to fuck these people to begin with. I don't even think they get as far as, is she going to come or not? I think it's these people are just absolutely terrified of women.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe these people need to date outside of women.
But I feel like I haven't found my my tribe yet. I feel like I did comedy for a long, long time without social media, and now I'm doing it, and there are things that are just wonderful. I love finding people who like my sense of humor, and I like watching other people's videos who I find educational or funny or, stylish or whatever.
Yeah.
It's so cool. But, and I never used to understand this, those people that post videos of them crying, almost every influencer or comedian has some video where they're like, I promised myself I wouldn't cry on the internet, but the comments, you guys are so mean. And I always was like, Jesus Christ,
now you get it.
And now I'm like, oh, wow, it's really, I'm nobody. Yeah. I have no follower. I mean, not no, but I am, you're going to make shitty comments to some stranger on the internet. I'm not on a reality show.
Yeah.
I'm not a famous actor. And you're going to come for me?
Yeah. That's what they're going to do.
Sort of weird.
Okay, well, when you're walking down the street and a random attack happens on you, it's called anger issue.
Yeah.
It's called, sorry, those women that got beat with a hammer, I hate to bring it up. What a sad thing. What an awful, awful thing. I can't imagine.
This is a comedy podcast, Betsy.
Yeah. But crime is a real thing.
Yeah.
This might be a true crime podcast next week. We might be switching the gears. Those solving a crime? Those solving a crime podcasts? We should try to solve one.
What crime are we going to solve?
I don't know. We have to find one. It'd be hilarious. All right. Well, I think that's all for today.
Yeah, I'm going to go read some more mean comments. I'm going to go respond to some trolls now.
Sounds good to me. Tits out.
Tits out.